The Beatles have continuously topped the charts with the most top songs ever released. The British band has produced a total of 17 number one singles and 29 key albums since 1960. The Rolling Stones have been equally successful, with 13 singles reaching the top spot and 19 studio albums going multi-platinum. They have also had 6 double albums in the top 50. Michael Jackson was a music legend, and he had no less than 15 songs reach the top spot, as well as producing another 9 albums in the top 50. Elvis Presley had a total of 14 number one singles and 12 albums in the top charts. His albums Elvis Is Back and Blue Hawaii were both number one sellers. Madonna also achieved a great deal of success, earning 14 top singles and 10 platinum-selling albums. Fans in the 80s flocked to hear her music. The Beach Boys enjoyed a good amount of success in the US, and had 9 singles hit number one as well as 4 double platinum albums. Taylor Swift achieved a great amount of success in the early 21st century, and had 7 songs get to the top of the charts. Her 5th album 1989 was also number one. Whitney Houston had 8 top singles and 9 albums reaching number one during her career. Her album The Bodyguard sold over 20 million copies in the US alone. Prince achieved considerable success over the years, with 7 of his singles and 8 albums reaching the top of the charts. The Jonas Brothers had 7 singles peak at number one, as well as 2 albums. They were one of the biggest pop groups of the late 2000s. Britney Spears had 7 singles reach the peak of the charts as well as 3 albums, making her one of the most successful female artists of the era. Aerosmith had 7 singles and 9 albums in the top charts of the US, and have been around since the 1970s. Led Zeppelin had 5 singles that got to number one, and they sold over 200 million albums. AC/DC earned 5 number one singles and 6 studio albums reaching the top spot. Janet Jackson had 5 singles and 6 albums that reached the top spot in the US. Queen had 4 singles reaching the top spot in the US, as well as 5 of their studio albums. Michael Bolton has seen 4 of his singles reach the peak of the charts, and 3 of his albums, giving him considerable success. Eagles have seen 4 singles get to number one, as well as 4 albums getting to the top spot. Paul McCartney also earned 4 singles and 4 albums in the top spot, making him one of the most successful artists of all time. Billy Joel had 4 songs make it to the peak in the US, and 3 of his albums. The Who achieved considerable success, with 4 singles and 4 double albums reaching the number one spot. Journey had 4 of their singles and 2 of their albums reach the top spot in the US. Guns N' Roses earned 4 of their singles to get to the top of the charts, and their iconic album Appetite for Destruction was also a number one seller in the US. Stevie Wonder had 4 singles reach number one as well as 3 albums, including his best-selling double album Songs in the Key of Life. The Jackson 5 had 4 singles and 2 albums reach the top spot in the US.